The phone's ringing off the hook. Papers are shuffling around. Coffee's brewing in the background. Stuff happening all over the place. But come Friday, you stop and wonder what actually got done. And honestly, not a whole lot. Being in motion doesn't mean you're making progress. Let that sink in for a second. Just because the wheels are turning doesn't mean the car's heading anywhere. It's so easy to get caught in that, thinking all that movement equals real results. But the reality is, without a clear plan, your energy just spreads everywhere. All that hard work fades away. And that constant busyness can trick you into feeling like you're moving forward, when deep down, you're really just tiring yourself out. So why does this keep happening? Why do so many people stay super active, but have barely anything to show for it? It's not because they're lazy. Most folks are putting in serious effort. They're up early, burning the midnight oil. But grinding hard by itself doesn't promise real advancement. Having direction does. The real question isn't whether you're busy, it's whether you're heading towards something specific. Think about the difference between a rocking chair and a train. Both involve motion, but only one actually gets you somewhere. I've talked to countless people who, by the end of the year, feel completely drained. Yet when they look back, everything's just a haze. What did they really accomplish? Without a solid plan, the answer's usually not much. I went through a phase myself where I was the busiest guy around, or at least that's what I kept telling myself. Nose to the grindstone, always on the go, saying yes to everything. Then one night I finally sat down and saw that I'd wasted a full year spinning in circles. No meaningful outcomes, just endless activity. That's when it really struck me. Being active isn't the same as achieving something. If you don't know your destination, how do you expect to arrive? Picture starting a road trip with no map, no set end point. You'd wind up wherever the path leads. You might get lucky now and then, but usually you just end up lost. So many spend years, even decades, trapped in this mindset. They figure as long as they're staying busy, progress must be happening. But busyness isn't something to brag about. Actual progress is. And the biggest risk here is waking up 5 or 10 years later, wondering where all that time disappeared to. The days flew by, but has your life truly shifted? Or have you just stayed occupied, hoping it'd all fall into place? So right now, ask yourself, what am I actually aiming for? What's guiding all this effort? Because without a plan, no amount of energy will take you where you truly want to be. No target means no bullseye. No plan means no purposeful steps. That's the trap of mere activity. It feels satisfying short-term, but it won't lead to your bigger dreams. And until you recognize that, things stay the same. Now, let's talk about a core principle of real success. Thinking in blueprints. Every structure you've ever entered began as a detailed plan. Before anyone laid a single brick, somebody envisioned the finished thing. They sketched it out, measured everything, decided on doors and windows. That's blueprint thinking. True success gets built twice. First in your head, then out in the world. I figured out pretty early that clarity packs a huge punch. Once you know exactly what you're chasing, the fog lifts. But how many go through life with just fuzzy notions of what they want? They've got desires. They've got dreams, but no concrete plan. And what happens? Everyday life interrupts. Distractions pile up. Urgent stuff pushes aside what's truly important. A solid plan acts like the framework that directs focused effort. Without one, you're reacting to whatever pops up. With it, every move, every choice, every bit of work aligns with the picture you've already built mentally. That's how you advance with intention instead of just spinning. I once met a guy in his 20s who was totally fed up. He'd been grinding for years but felt stuck. I asked, "What's your plan?" He just shrugged, hadn't really thought it through. No surprise, progress seemed out of reach. He was stacking bricks randomly, no overall design. So I suggested he start easy, grab paper, jot down precisely what he wanted that year. All of a sudden, focus appeared. Clarity kicked in, and that swapped out his frustration for direction. Your brain craves structure. Hand it a clear blueprint, and it'll start lining up your daily actions. You wake up knowing priorities, Choices get simpler. Distractions fade. You naturally skip what doesn't match the vision. It's like dialing in a radio station. Strong signal, no more noise. But don't think you need a flawless plan to get going. Having some plan beats none every time. It provides a starting point, something to tweak. Any thriving company, any fulfilling life kicks off with somebody sketching the possibilities. They declare, "This is what I want, and this is my path to it." It may be basic at first, but it evolves. As your picture gets clearer, your momentum builds. So if you're feeling all over the place, busy yet stalled, ask, "What's my blueprint?" Once it's vivid in your mind, you can make it real. Now, what happens without one? Most folks default to drifting. Not a spectacular wreck, just a gradual slide. It's sneaky, silent, and seriously risky. Imagine a boat on open water. No anchor, no sails, no engine, just going with the flow. That's your life without intentional direction. Daily circumstances, others' expectations, endless distractions. They steer you instead. Soon enough, you're way off from where you hoped. Truth is, people rarely lose big from outright failure. They lose from hesitation. It's not one massive error, it's all those tiny moments of putting off decisions. "I'll deal with it later. Let's see what happens." The more you delay, the farther behind you get. Drifting doesn't feel pressing. That's its danger. It creeps in slowly, day by day. Then one day you wonder, how'd I end up here? Because you didn't choose, didn't plan. Let life nudge you around instead of grabbing the helm, drifting hands over control. The world picks your path. You might land somewhere okay, but usually it's nowhere you planned. Then regret hits, knowing you could have aimed higher if you'd just taken charge. Don't let indecision run the show. Drifting costs dearly. Years wasted, growth stalled, and that deep satisfaction of shaping your own path gone. Every unplanned day lets the tide choose for you. Wait too long and course correcting gets tough. Momentum cuts both ways. Drift becomes habit. But that's not your goal, right? The fix is straightforward. Quit drifting. Pick your heading. Craft a plan. Even imperfect beats waiting. Indecision hurts more than a misstep. At least moving lets you correct. Drifting leaves you tossed around. To stop drifting, you need anchors. That's goals. Goals steady you against every wave. Listen, a written goal stops being a vague hope. It turns into your own instruction. Putting goals on paper shifts someday to something booked. That's the magic of writing it out. Head dreams are nice, but paper goals are commitments. Goals set the bullseye, plans lay the route. Wanting isn't enough. You define it sharply, make it tangible, trackable. Then it feels achievable, and your brain starts solving the how. I recall sitting at my table listing what mattered most. Some felt unreachable then, but writing made them closer. No more wishing. I was booking time with my future. Solid goals guide better decisions. You gain power to skip distractions, rise earlier, push later. The goal screens everything. But go further. Break them into actions. Planning turns eventually into deadlines, puts dreams on dates, sparks today's moves. Want more from life? Anchor with goals, map the way. Without, good intentions float away. With them, you handle any rough patch. But planning has to stay current. Life moves, markets change, chances come and go. So your plan isn't carved forever. It's a guide you update. I once believed lock in goals, follow rigidly, but flexibility matters as much as commitment. Picture driving curves with hands frozen. You'd crash quick. Navigating needs tweaks, same with plans. My advice, check your plan weekly. Not yearly, not half-yearly. Every week. See current spot versus target. What's clicking? What's off? What shifted? That quick check is like glancing at your map, recalibrating. Sometimes targets move. An expected door closes, a better opens. No problem. Tweak. Refine. Key is staying aimed right, not clinging to the first draft. I've watched folks quit when reality deviates. Don't. Curveballs come. Respond thoughtfully, pivot smartly. Regular tweaks prevent huge crashes. Tiny fixes early beat massive overhauls later. Keep your plan breathing, update often. That sustaining drive, never just gliding. All right, goals set, plan made, but most skip scheduling. A plan sans calendar stays a dream. I used to figure knowing my wants meant I'd squeeze them in, but when I can never arrives. Time slips, chances fade, back to stalled. If it counts, calendar it. Block time for priorities. Guard those slots like key meetings, because they are with your future self. Honor them. Don't let others' crises derail you. Don't trade important for urgent. Want more reading? Slot it. Healthier body? Book workouts? Growing a venture? Calendar key tasks. Make those blocks non-negotiable. Show up for you like for anyone important. I learned unscheduled time gets claimed by others. Life's packed with pulls and pings. Every unplanned yes risks no to essentials. Calendar shields your focus from noise. And keep those commitments, that's discipline. Promise yourself, time, deliver, no skips. That's steady wins, block by block. So yeah, plan minus schedule equals wish. Write it, ink it, protect it. Momentum surprises you fast. Now, this shifts everything if you grab it. Accountability. Turning plans real needs checks. Tracking, measuring, tweaking. I've seen what gets measured gets handled. Hidden goals stay fuzzy. Visible tracking makes them concrete. Display progress, steps, habits, markers, magnifies gains. But numbers aren't all. Top feedback often from others. Mentors, coaches, straight talk friends. They catch your blind spots, nip issues early. Early on, I kept goals private, grinding solo. Breakthrough hit when I shared, updated others, asked honest input. Now accountable beyond myself. Game changer. Build loops, set goal, track, review, tweak, repeat. Tighter loops, faster growth. Don't fear findings. Feedback's data, not defeat. It teaches, builds, turns, slips into speed. Want plans alive? Add accountability, metrics, guides, reflection. Spot drifts quick, correct quick. This may catch you off guard, but after years, here's my take. No perfect plan exists. You could wait forever for ideal, while life ticks on. Some never launch, needing every piece flawless, full staircase visible. But progress builds through tries, not perfection. Executed basic plan beats untouched masterpiece. I wasted weeks, months polishing. Realized it was stalling, perfectionism masking fear. Messing up, looking dumb, missing mark. Good news, refine on the fly. First versions, plans, schedules, projects, rough always. Fine. Start now. Act, learn, upgrade. Can't steer parked. Motion enables tweaks. Stuck means zero. So skip perfect wait. Simple plan, first move, iterate. Action clarifies. Starting answers emerge through doing, reflecting, adjusting, one messy step on. Consistency's key. Magic unfolds with daily plan check adjust. Reviews build sharp clarity. Tiny tweaks hone focus. Morning map check, evening progress note. Not flashy, but massive shifts hide there. Daily compounds. Consistent planning sparks momentum. Slow start, then explosion. You spot chances others miss, fix slips early, savor wins fueling fire. Like daily small investments, tiny alone, huge compounded. Soon substantial, life, work, impact from steady builds. Happened for me. Frequent checks sped everything. Month tasks became weekly, daily. Compounding power, small habits, repeated, Want multiplying progress? Daily review habit. Plan, act, check, tweak, loop. Not rare heroics reshape lives. Rhythm of steady planning. Trust me, progress isn't luck. Every win, leap, story roots in planned discipline. Designed lives aren't random, built choice by choice. Want momentum? Map first. Direction set. Write dreams to goals, goals to plans, plans to calendar. Show daily. Remarkable builders, businesses, families, communities all start identical. Somebody sketched vision, routed path, prepped obstacles, stayed adaptable. Not smooth always. Detours, hits, stalled days happen. But plan plus follow-through keeps heading clear. That's everything. No plan, no forward. Want life shift? Don't chance it. Architect your days. Sketch blueprint. Pour foundation. Build desired life. Step daily. You've got tools, time, chance now. Use them. Plan start, commit, tweak needed, watch progress surge. Simple truth. No plan, no progress.